Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. Today is Sunday, July 12th. Hopefully, you guys are all having a fantastic weekend and you're looking forward to another trading week here in July. Where do I start? As far as last Sunday's levels and weekly bands, they absolutely smashed it. I would have to say, probably one of they're usually really good, but this past Sunday's levels and bands were just absolutely on fire. If you guys traded the bands, traded the levels, just leave me a comment below. Give me some encouragement on these videos. I do appreciate. I appreciate the support. One and only on the live streams every single morning, and I would appreciate any comments that you guys have from last week's bands and levels. As far as my trading this week it wasn't terrible until Friday. Friday I had, again, this is kind of excuses, but whatever. I usually say it how I see it. I think you guys know me well enough now to know that I am probably one of the most transparent traders that you're going to find here on this thing called YouTube that we watch here every day. But yeah, Friday I made a shortened live stream. Had an extremely busy Friday lined up, so kind of shortened my cash profit Friday from the typical 10:30 cut line to 9:30 in the morning, and just took some absolutely stupid trades towards the end of that stream. And I think primarily it's just I don't know. I don't want to make excuses. It was bad. Friday was really bad, and I kind of put myself in the hole here for July. I think I'm currently down, I want to say, about $1,000 in my cash account on the Iron Beam live cash account that I have on Deep Charts. Honestly, it might be more than 1,000. It might be 1,100. Now, on the flip side of it, my NinjaTrader and my funded accounts and my live NinjaTrader brokerage account, those are up really, really nice for July. I think they're all up over $1,000 each. So it's a tale of two cities here, but the trading's just got to get better. Honestly, I wanted to perform for the stream. Would hopefully like to have gotten somebody a nice little profit there. We've had some really nice cash profit Fridays where I give away a percentage of my profits for the day, and really just took some dumb trades. I think I was maybe down $50 or $100 for the day until the last 5 minutes before the stream was to end, and kind of did some Hail Marys that not really my trading style, nor did it fit my. It was just bad. It was bad. So I'm hoping here for a much better week of trading here for this about third week here in July, and hopefully we can turn it around and make this a profitable July for sure. With that being said, again, I stated that we'll go over the bands, the levels here in a few minutes, but overall, the bands just did really, really well. I mean, really, really, really well. Super impressed with them, and well, let's just jump into it. Let's get into the intro, and we'll take a look and see, and I'll give you guys an update on the new bands and tradable levels for this coming week. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that is put out there is at risk for loss. All right. So yeah, like I said, the bands did really well. If you guys have been tracking them, you guys put them on your chart. If you receive my weekly report on Sundays that have all the bands and tradable levels, you guys hopefully map them out on your charts. And again, even if you're not trading my exact strategies that I have that I put out and that you guys see me trade live each morning, even if you've got your own strategy, these are great areas of supply demand, unbalanced volume that is lurking in the markets that have really, really strong reactions to it. And what we go over on Sunday is kind of really is a roadmap for the upcoming week. These are much bigger areas of unbalanced volume that it's just they're very difficult for price action to get through. So we typically get really good reactions from the bands and from the tradable levels. And then daily on my Discord, I provide you guys with daily bands and daily levels as well. So as price action is developing, those are going to be smaller scalps, not as strong of unbalanced volume as the weekly bands. But if you guys have been, obviously I post most, if not all, of the reactions to the bands, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I post them on Discord every single morning or as price action develops. And hopefully you guys have been having some profitable trades with those. So we'll start off with gold. Okay, so my last video came out on Sunday the 5th, July 5th. So let's kind of let's get this guy over here. Let's go to the 5th here. Let's condense price action. 7th, the 6th, the 5th right here, Sunday. All right, so video came out, where were we? Video came out right around here. Right around here came out. That was Sunday's video. So we pumped into the weekly band. We almost made it to the top of the band, but the band rejected very strongly to the downside. So this weekly level here proved out to be extremely well. We'll just kind of follow price action here. We'll get down to our next. Let's get this a little bigger here. All right, so we'll follow price action. We finally tapped into the 41.45 weekly band that I gave you. What did we do? Really nice rejections right there. All the way back. This is, again, all of these are just fantastic tradable opportunities for you. Finally came all the way back down into the band, rejected the price action once again. Where did we go? We went to the band at the 42.16 to the 41.86. We rejected the band again. And then finally, as always, the bands will finally break after multiple retaps into the same band. And that was pretty much, I think we just kind of were circulating. Yep, we're circulating around this band, and we finished right at this band. So now let's give you guys some updates here. I'm going to get rid of this band, and I'll get rid of this band, and we'll put some new ones. Oops, got to get this. Let's do the extensions here. Perfect. And new band will be at the 4193.0 to the 4150. 4150. And again, that's going to be the 4193 to the 4150. Okay, so that's your new weekly band in gold, sitting above where price action is currently sitting at. Below that, there is going to be another band that's going to sit at the 4058.1 to the 4032. Again, that's going to be the 4058.1 to the 4032.0. All right, so these are your new weekly bands in gold, the 4193 and the 4058. We've got some other bands sitting there as well. Again, if you go to my website, which is robstrades.com, you just type in your name and your email right on the homepage, and once every Sunday you'll receive my report with all of my tradable levels for the ES, the NQ, and gold. All right, let's go to the ES. ES doesn't have many new updates, but let's go to Sunday's price action. So let's go here to the 5th, which was right here. All right, let's bring this up just a little bit. All right, so my video again came out somewhere right around here on Sunday. Gave you guys a level here at the 75.32. So we'll just kind of follow price action. What happens here on Tuesday? I would say that's a pretty damn nice reaction to that level, right? At the 75.32. What do you guys think? I mean, boom, boom. Another one right here, another tap right here. We then break all the way through. Guess where we come right back to test again? Right there. It's just very powerful. Let's just continue on with price action. So that was really the only level that we tapped into from the entire week. So we've got the 76.61 sitting above us and the 74.58 sitting below us. So I'll get rid of that tradable level. I don't have any new bands. There's no new weekly bands on the ES. So these, what you see on the screen right now, are the only weekly bands that we have. I have nothing to the top side. So there's nothing here from the sell side, okay? It's only buy side weekly bands as of right now. But I do have a new tradable level for you on the ES, as we already have two, one sitting above and below price action. This one's going to be at the 75.52. 75.52. Wow, I was going to say, I actually placed that right in the exact spot. That's pretty cool. All right, so that's your new tradable level here, 75.52, 76.61 above us, 74.58 below us. Now let's get to the NQ. The NQ's got a lot of good stuff here. Again, let's just do the same thing. We'll follow price action all the way from the 5th, which was my last video on Sunday. And where's price action? There you are. All right. So Sunday's video would have come out, and we'll just continue. We'll just keep watching price action here. So the video would have come out right around here, right around this time on Sunday. Let's see. We've got our first tradable level that we tap into, the 30.041. You guys tell me. Tell me that that's not to the tick. To the tick. And that is a 65-point rejection to the downside. These are 15-minute candles. And it was having a hard time getting through the 30.41s. We finally did break in on this nice little power candle right here. And then what stopped the market? Had a weekly band sitting at the 30.141 to the 30.073. I would say that rejected price action pretty damn well. Until where? Until where? Where did we finally see the bounce, the bottom to the market? 29.602. Look at the tradable level at the 29.58, 578, sorry. How well that tradable level was the absolute bottom to that sucker at the time being. I mean, that was a huge push to the downside. That was almost like more than a couple hundred points to the downside. So we finally break through, but here was a very unique situation. So we finally broke through. I got a lot of people that asked me, hey, Rob, what about once a tradable level gets hit and it breaks through? Yeah, once it breaks through, you can use it back on the retest. It's areas of unbalanced volume. So when we come back, we retest both of these levels sitting right there, and we then reject all the way back to the downside, a couple of 100 points back to the downside. What do? We come right back to this level, we reject once again. We come back down into another weekly band at the 29.047. This was a lot of pressure. I remember this candle. In fact, I think it was this candle that killed me no, this was Wednesday. This was Wednesday. I take that back. That was 3 o'clock in the morning. That was a Trump headline that came out about Iran. I mean, look at that, guys. That's what I'm talking about. I said there's only going to be, I say it every single Sunday, there's only going to be 3 different ways to get through these weekly bands. And you guys, I mean, I say this every single week and I prove it to you guys every single week. One is going to be high impact scheduled news. So those are your red folder events. Your high impact headlines that come out, unexpected headlines that come in, like Iran or oil, tariffs, you know, those market movers. And the reason for that, the reason why they're able to, it didn't destroy this band. This band still held. I mean, this didn't hold as perfectly as I would have wanted, but on the initial touch, it sure as hell held it. And we rejected all the way back to the upside off of this band. This was the barrier. This was the barrier. And this was a lot of pressure, guys. This was a lot of pressure to the downside right here. And I consider this band still holding up extremely well. Now, again, if you're just trading this band, you had your stop sitting right at the bottom of the band, yeah, you got stepped out. You definitely got stepped out on this one. But what about the 400-500 points on the rotation from the other bands? And even this one, you know, you can see, again, it goes back to how you trade, how you see market structure, how you see break and retest, how you see support. But the band, I think, still did extremely, extremely well. All of them did. All of them did really well. And they constantly get retested again, and they constantly keep acting as support and resistance. All right, so let's get rid of this weekly band. Let's get rid of this one. We get rid of that tradable level. You guys did fantastic. And I don't, yes. And I gotta get rid of this guy and get rid of this guy. All right, now we can start from fresh here. Let's open up price action just a little bit, make this a little bit more viewable. All right, let's start with our first band. We got a bunch of them. All right, so stick with me here. We've got a band sitting at the 29,932 to the 29,831. 29,932 to the 29,831. Okay, that's our first weekly band. Second weekly band, again, got a bunch of these. 29,549 to the 29,472. 29,549 to the 29,472. There's your next weekly band. Next band is going to be at the 29,317 to the 29,246. Again, that's the 29,317 to the 29,246. Okay, and our last band is going to be sitting at the 29,132 to the 29,050. Oh, let's get this. I didn't do the coordinates on that one. 29,132. Excuse me. Sorry about that. All right, let me just get these coordinates fixed on this last one. 29,132 to the 29,050. There you go. Those are all of your new weekly bands. Bunch of them. New weekly bands for this coming week on the NQ. So make sure you got to have these on your chart. And then as far as some tradable levels, got a bunch of these as well. This is nice. 29,813. 29,813. Next tradable level is going to be at the 29,657. 29,657. Next tradable level is going to be at the 29,438. 29,438. Next tradable level is going to be at the 29,407. 29,407. There you go. It's a busy one on the NQ. Bunch of weekly bands, 29,932, tradable level at the 29,813, the 29,657, the 29,438, and the 29,407. Another weekly band at the 29,549, weekly band at the 29,317, and another weekly band at the 29,132. Whew, that was a lot of information. Again, I'm really hoping you guys are enjoying these videos. Hopefully you guys are getting some value out of it. If you are, leave me a comment, give me a like on the video. It just gives me some encouragement to keep doing these for you guys. And if you haven't, you can join my Discord. You can get all my daily levels. I post my bands and my levels every single morning about 2 hours before the market opens. Discord's completely free of charge. And if you're looking to join a signal group, which is what I've been running since February of last year, it gives really high quality. I've got almost a 75% win rate on all of my signals that I've provided since February of 2025. And they come with clear entry, stop loss, take profit 1, take profit 2 levels. I trade live in the signal group in the portal every single morning, and tons of videos, really good resources in there. And again, if you want, you can also watch me trade live every single morning on YouTube. I do start at 7 a.m. and we go till about 10:30 in the morning. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend and looking forward to the trading week at hand. Take care, everyone.